again, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are playing along again with Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, and I showed you the sketch that we were using in the beginning, and I am a couple days behind, but that's okay. I'm using my Close to My Heart Party Time collection. I worked all weekend trying to get through the collection and some other things that I had left open that needed to be completed or caught up on. Right here, I am pulling out all of the pink from the Party Time collection, along with some of the sapphire, and scrapbooking my fiance's daughter. She's a freshman, and this was her first homecoming, and they actually weren't allowed to have a homecoming dance, so her and a couple of her friends just basically wanted to wear homecoming dresses and have a little party, so they just kind of had like a little slumber party type thing. I did not make you watch me go through and cut all of the scraps that I basically had. You can see them lined up there at the top into all different size squares just to make this little patchwork. I didn't really realize it when I was cutting up the pieces that I did cut up the same pink that's my background, so obviously that was totally going to get lost on the page, so I just used it to stick in the center of the big Celebrate squares, and you can see them there. I'm kind of just putting them in the center, just, I don't know, for some oomph, I guess, right? I really wanted to just use up the squares because I already had them cut. I'm going to come in with this next size, and I'm going to use the striped side of it, and I am going to have all the lines going the same way, and I do just get them, I basically start layering them on top and building little square clusters everywhere all around the page. The actual sketch has like stitching on it and like a grid line pattern, and also a horizontal picture. I have a vertical picture, and there's not as many squares. It like radiates from the corner of the square and from the bottom right of the picture up to the top left of the layout. I tried to stay true to that, but man, I was like, this is just wasn't pleasing to my eye the way that I had it laid out. So basically, that's kind of what it is. Now I do come in with some liquid glue on these smaller ones and just start getting them punched in there for a pop of white. I did back the paper in just a white piece of cardstock. I also off screen, there had this little bitty border zip strip that was white with all the colored polka dots, and I do line that up at the bottom of the page, and I run my journaling on top of that. So you can't really see the journaling. I did it in black, but it is there. You can't see, it doesn't pick up on camera very well, I think, and it's because it's not on there yet, actually. So anyway, never mind. Sorry. But that's where I run the journaling, just because there was an empty space there, and I didn't want to add any more squares, but I did like the line. I do make a big, gigantic title, and I have had the letters that I'm going to use, I have had them since I started scrapbooking when I was in high school. I've been out of high school for like 24 years, 22 years, just 22, not 24, I also graduated early, so I wasn't 18 when I graduated, just so y'all know. I am turning 40 on November 12th. Woo! Okay, that's done. I've embraced it. So I do pull them out, and the only thing that they're not adhesive backed or anything. They're on this little booklet, and there is a ton of them, and I have used them a lot. The only letter that's completely gone is the T, and that is because it fell off and I lost it at some point. So I lost a whole pad of T's, but they're like, I mean, they were about a half-inch thick when I started. I still have a ton left. So I do go ahead and pull that out, and anything that I ever need a T for, you can make it out of any of the other letters, obviously, so I'm cool with that. But I spell out the big word that just says homecoming, and I run that completely on the top of the page there. I was going to try to do it at the bottom, but I just didn't like it at the bottom of the page. To me, because it was so big, so bold, and so black, it put a lot of weight at the bottom of the page, and the layout is supposed to be at the top of the page. So I do go ahead and find these Jen Hatfield embellishments that I had that I forgot I had. And I did the pink is the right color, so I just went ahead and sprinkled around. There's that homecoming. I sprinkled those 3 little dimensional flowers around the page. And right here, now how I do this is I always I make them like loop on top top and underneath each other. Just make it one cohesive word. I do not make you watch me do the, I'm pretty sure I made you watch me glue all those things, those squares down. So I get that down, and that is just going to serve as my title. But see, it's very big, it's very bold, and it's very black. So it puts a lot of weight wherever it goes. And there's that strip at the bottom of the page, and I do already have my journaling wrote on top of it, just for some added flair. I guess I do make you watch me glue this all down. I apologize, because I believe that I'm going to come in, I don't cut the video off, and I never split up my little filming, so it is what it is, right? I also am not 100% sure if that is the straight title, but it looked good, and I was going with it because I was just scrapbooking my little heart out this past weekend. Oh, I come in with some little bitty flower. Oh, no, I'm sorry, right here. I use these Illustrated Faith yellow crosses, and I do cut them to make them look like X's and just pop them around. I do take some shimmer pin off screen, and I go ahead and I shimmer up the homecoming, and I shimmer up all the teal colored squares because it's homecoming, it should sparkle. And here I come in with some little flowers, enamel dots, and I sprinkle those around the page. After that, there is not going to be too much more that I do for the layout. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the picture, subscribe if you would like to see more videos from me. I almost forgot to cut these off. That would have been fun. Try to stick that in a 12 by 12 page protector, right? I do just get those cut down. Also, I am very fussily fast trimming them off because, well, I forgot. And there you go. I do end up cutting the cardstock, but it's fine. It works out. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.